Guys, JR again. Another unboxing for you. I hope you enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy doing them for you. In the early 90s, I first started collecting statues, and I had one. And that was a Mike Allred Madman porcelain statue, which came from Dark Horse. They were super expensive back in those days and quite hard to get here in Australia. And so I sort of stopped. I sort of had that one and just kept that and went back to buying action figures and things like that. When the new 52 started, I got kind of excited about the new range of busts that they did. I particularly grabbed these ones, kind of because they're favourite characters of mine and kind of because I just like the style of them. Obviously Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Captain Marvel, or Shazam, whatever you want to call him, Starfire, the new Teen Titans, and Batgirl in one of her hundreds of costumes. Now, I was going to continue with collecting these, but I really had no good way of displaying them. Because they're so, I didn't want to sort of stick them on the edge of a shelf in case my cat jumped up on that shelf and decided to knock one off. So I didn't really know what to do with them. I bought glass cabinets recently because I started buying the bombshells instead, so it seemed to me that the glass cabinets were a good idea. They're about $100 from IKEA. And so these have actually ended up in that cabinet with that. Now, I was stuck to the bombshells, and as you've seen in a previous video, I've got a few Harley Quinn ones as well. But recently, so I should start backward and say that I stopped collecting these because there was all of a sudden a stack of them coming out, and I couldn't actually see myself affording to buy all of them. And I'm a bit of a collector who needs to, it's all or nothing. My Shameless Screen Entertainment collection is up to date, and I probably haven't watched half of the films just because in a couple of cases, I've never even heard of them other than the bit of research I did when I first bought them, but they're numbered and I've got to keep that number going. But these ones I sort of abandoned quite early just because there were so many of them and I didn't think I was ever going to be able to keep up with them, and they're a little bit dusty. I'm not patting Supergirl, she's got a little bit of dust on her. These were the ones that I liked the most. I loved the concept of the base. All of the bases are done in a similar style with the character's emblem on the front. If anything, I thought the Wonder Woman one was the most bland one, but I've been a huge fan of Wonder Woman for years, so I got that one. There's no movement in that except for her hair. I love the Supergirl one because it looks like she's possibly sort of either in mid-flight or she's doing the swim. Either way, I liked the dynamicness of it. The Shazam one I liked because it's really got that sense of power. Like, you can sort of look at that and imagine the lightning really coming out of his hands. The Starfire one I liked because it's sort of delicate and sexy, which is what the character kind of portrays in the comics. And her hair actually turns into flame and attaches itself to the base, which, unlike the others, actually has like a sunburst effect to it. It's yellow at the top and goes down to an orange. And then Batgirl one, just because Batgirl's cool. I wasn't a huge fan of this particular costume, but I liked the purple, how the black was sort of framed by the purple. But what's happened is, as I said, I abandoned collecting those, but what happened is I went into a local shop the other day, and they had a new one. Now, it's an Aquaman one. Now, a lot of you may scoff and go, haha, Aquaman, what a loser. I don't agree. I've always been a huge fan of Aquaman. My first superhero-related toy was probably an Aquaman toy in the 70s, a bendy, before I got Megos, or Megos, whatever you want to call them, much later on. But my Aquaman bendy went with me everywhere. Now, I'll move these guys out of the way. The real tragedy about this Aquaman one is that now that I've got it, I'm like, oh, I should have kept buying them. These things are so cool. So I'll just reach all the way over here and grab this box. So here we go. This is the Aquaman one. I got him for about $58, which was the other reason I like saw it and was like, oh, how cool is that Aquaman one? And then it was $58, take my money. So I grabbed this one mainly because it is just so cool. Traditional, awesome packaging from DC. Nice big close-up of the figure up the front and then a different angle on the side. It actually has, on this side, what the figure looks like in total. The emblem of the character on the top. And on the back, the Green Lantern one blasting away with his ring, and a different Wonder Woman one, which I possibly like a little bit better than this one because it looks a little bit more Wonder Woman-y. That one, it's interesting that Wonder Woman is portrayed here as being so defensive, and yet here is being portrayed on the attack. So I guess they've sort of taken away the stop it, please stop it aspect of the other one and given more of a let's get it on after the Batman versus Superman film and the resurgence in love for the character of Wonder Woman. So anyway, that's the packaging. Let's get stuck into this bad guy and see what we find inside. Okay, so the traditional DC thing, nice hard cardboard box, nice hard foam packaging, taped up well and truly. As you can see, I've had to grab a kitchen knife because I couldn't find anything else to open it with. Yeah, nice and indelicate. I probably should have planned that ahead a little bit better. Yeah, so a nice packaging, solid thing. The figure comes in two pieces. It comes in the main part of the body and then his totally awesome trident. And here we have him. Now, I love this figure. It's gone for the traditional Aquaman colours of having the orange and green, even though as far as a seafaring character could be, those colours were preposterous. Whoever came up with the concept originally must have thought that it was a great idea. I talked about how dynamic some of the other figures were, like Wonder Woman's hair and Supergirl looked like she's about to take off, and the flow of the capes in those ones as well. This is another one because they've got a real feeling of it being underwater with his hair sort of off to one side, which probably wouldn't normally blow in the wind, but the water would have a different effect on it, and his necklace sort of swinging to one side. Even though it's a weighty thing, it's actually got some underwater, it's lighter, so it's got some swing to it, and he's really pulling back to use that trident. Heaps of detail on it. The every single scale on his top is individual. That's not printed on, it's actually individually sculpted out. His face is pretty cool too. He's got like a little bit of a goatee happening. They've completely abandoned in this particular style that there's no trace of the Jason Momoa action figure in this. They've really gone for a classic Aquaman style. The gloves are pretty cool too. They've got that nice sort of fin of a fish, like a closed fin look to them as well, which I thought was pretty awesome. But it's really nice and vibrant. Again, I'll pull Wonder Woman open. The same sort of base. The main difference I can see is that this one isn't dusty, and I possibly should go into that shelf and clean my figures a little bit better. But yeah, like he's going to fit really nicely aside all of these other guys. There's a real cool... terribly, I might have to look at maybe buying a few more of these. I've also had my eye on a Joker going nuts, and he's holding like an M16 or some sort of machine gun up in the air, and it's got multiple ha-ha-has coming out of it, like his gun that shoots the flag that says ha on it. Yeah, but like this has sort of made me a little bit more excited about these again, because I was sort of a little bit just the volume of them. But now that I'm sort of in a position where I could possibly fit some more in my cabinets, I might revisit getting some more of these guys, and it's solely based on how awesome that is. And because I've looked at that, I've now gone back and looked at the others and thought, yeah, these were really cool. I shouldn't have stopped getting those, even though they were releasing 1 million a month and I could never keep up with them. So anyway, so that's our my new figure, the bust of Aquaman. I really love it. It's designed by Jim Lee, I might point out too, who I think is maybe the chief creative officer of DC, or editor-in-chief or something of DC at the moment. I can never remember, but it's got that nice sort of Jim Lee design to it as well. I think that DC's work is Jim Lee's work is sometimes over-rendered in the inking, but just sometimes you look at stuff like that and it's like, yeah, that's right, that's Aquaman there. But yeah, so if you like this video, I hope to do more soon. Hopefully maybe I will buy that Joker one and I'll have to tell you about it. I am also eyeing off that Green Lantern one that was on the back of the box. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you'd like to, subscribe and hit that little bell as well so you get notified as to when a new video pops up. I'm going to try and have them up every Saturday, but it's time permitting as far as other things are concerned. I'll put links down the bottom to where this can be purchased and where you can have a good look at it on DC Collectables. Also, don't forget, read my movie reviews at To Watch Pile. Mainly horror. I lean into action now and again. And all through February, I did all zombie reviews. So if you like zombie movies, you'll be able to find some weird, obscure ones in there. Thank you very much for watching. Please stick around and I will see you again soon. Bye.